Well, have you ever been up north and you want to find someplace off the beaten path, but has all of the wonderful things that up north has to offer? Ironfish Distillery. Thing is, you're not going to just stumble upon it. You actually have to know that you're going there. And we've got Troy Anderson with us this morning, telling us about a lot of reasons to get there this time of year. Troy, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about Ironfish. Let's talk about the history. It is such a special place.
It is, yeah. So we've been open for almost 9 years. Our 9th anniversary will be on Labor Day weekend, and we've grown quite a bit in those 9 years.
All right, so let's talk about why you're here today. You guys have a new release. It's Father's Day, but we're also bringing in a lot of the Northern Michigan because you guys really embody a lot of that, the outdoorsy feel, all the great things about being up north.
Absolutely, yeah. So Ironfish, the name comes from and was inspired by steelhead, which are in the rivers up there. And our new releases are our Mad Angler line. So we have our Mad Angler Bourbon and our Mad Angler Bottled in Bond. And it's the first time that both of those have been aged at least 6 years.
Okay, so let's talk about what makes these special.
Yeah, so they're all 100% Michigan grain, which is awesome. So if you think about 1 acre of grain, that equals about 1 barrel of whiskey. So the impact that Michigan consumers can have on not only craft spirits, but Michigan farmers is sort of embodied in those whiskeys.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk a little bit more about that impact, because I don't think people really understand. We have to love on our farmers. They are so important to all of the things that we do. They keep us alive, right? And then they provide amazing things like this. And talk about the impact just with the farmers that you guys work with and how you changed their lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know about change their lives, but we certainly support them, right?
I mean, I've heard stories about like maple syrup.
Right.
Your dad is a huge proponent of talking about getting stuff, sourcing locally and what that does for the community.
100%. So collaborating and working with local farms and producers is kind of a core value of Ironfish. So we are Michigan's first distillery on an operating farm. So we actually have 80 acres that we farm regularly. We farm rye at the distillery and then work with local maple syrup producers to age their maple syrup in our bourbon barrels and work with a variety of other farms sourcing grain as well.
Okay, perfect. And let's talk about the book. This is kind of a little bit of inspiration here for these new releases.
Absolutely, yeah. So the Mad Angler line of whiskeys was inspired by the writings of Northern Michigan author Michael Delp. He was the creative writing director at Interlochen School for the Arts for many years. And when Ironfish was being founded, we got introduced to Mr. Delp, and he allowed us to use the Mad Angler name for our estate line of whiskeys. So with anything that's in a Mad Angler bottle, that signifies that it's made with 100% Michigan grain.
Awesome. And then this also gives back too, right?
Yeah, so the specific projects that we work on as a business are all around supporting watersheds. So we've done a couple of different private label whiskeys and fundraisers at the distillery to support different organizations that support, in what our opinion is our state's greatest resource, our fresh water.
Absolutely. And you guys have a pretty fun event coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow is our Mad Angler Day. It's our first ever Mad Angler Day. So we're going to have a bunch of different artists, guides, gear reps in the fishing industry from around Michigan who are going to be at the distillery. We're going to have a pop-up with Stealth Craft boats, and the Mad Angler himself, Mr. Michael Delp, will be there too. So it's going to be a fun day to just support all these different local Michigan fly fishing enthusiasts. And we're also releasing a new whiskey, which is our Mad Angler Manifesto.
Okay.
And that is a 7-barrel blend. It's the first time we released that. It's going to be a great time.
Okay. And you guys, you brought the dark stuff today. You guys do all of the things though too. Let's talk about, the other spirits that you guys have.
Absolutely. So more than just the whiskeys, we're a full line distillery. So we do clear spirits. We have a couple different types of vodka. We have a gin. We also have rye whiskeys, ready to pour cocktails as well. So I should mention too that at the distillery we have a full cocktail bar, wood fire pizza, live music. We're family friendly, dog friendly. So we have NA options, and it's a great place to hang out.
It really is. And literally, you guys you have to have that being your destination. You're on a dirt road. Let's talk about where you are. Super close to Crystal Mountain.
Yeah, so as the crow flies, we're only about 2 miles from Crystal Mountain, but we're about 3 miles down a dirt road. So everyone's experience in sort of stumbling upon or discovering us, it makes it a unique place to be.
Absolutely. And if you can't make it up there, you can find these stores around Michigan. Right?
Absolutely. Our Mad Angler Bourbon and Mad Angler Bottled and Bond, they sell out every year that we've released them. We only do about 100, 150 cases per year. So they're in select retailers throughout the state.
All right, perfect. And people want more information, what do they need to do?
They can go to our website at ironfishdistillery.com or follow us on social media at Ironfish Distillery.
I love that. In Thompsonville near Crystal Mountain. That's just it. No address there.
Yep, no, you'll find it. Yep.
Yeah, you'll find. Just ask.
Yep.
All right, Troy, thanks so much.
Thank you.